Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife Jen, and I am so excited that we are beginning Season 7 of The Clone Wars. Now, according to what we've been following since we started, we're going to be watching Season 7, Episode 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's the Ahsoka's Walkabout arc, which lets us know that Ahsoka's coming back, which is cool. That's the name of it. I know that people probably would prefer we had found that out organically. But even on Disney Plus, where we're watching it, she's in some of the thumbnails, so. There is a graphic novel called The Son of Dathomir that people were saying we should have read before watching this. I ordered it last week and I was going to read it before starting this arc, but it's not going to be here till tomorrow. It got delayed. But according to this thing, in the chronological order, it's Ahsoka's Walkabout, then it's the Bad Batch story reels, which is episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 of season 7, and then it's the Dark Disciple novel, which we probably won't read, and then the Son of Dathomir comics. So according to this, Son of Dathomir is actually right before the final arc. I might hold off and read it until after we do that. Anyway, that's a lot to say. We have 3 arcs left, and then we are done with Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And I have not been so excited to watch Clone Wars as I am right now, because I know this season is like supposed to be the top tier, like the best of the best. And it's been a long journey for us, and we're in the final stretch now. I know I've been talking a lot here, but how are you feeling going into this arc?
I'm really good. It has definitely been a long journey from season 1. That felt like forever ago that we started it.
Over a year now.
You know, season 1, when we started out, it was rough. It was rough for me and Holden. You know, we were just not understanding what you guys were saying about it being so good, because we're like, it just doesn't make any sense. This is not very good. But just like you guys said, it really did get better. You know, at the end of the day, I don't know about the whole idea of having to watch this many seasons to get to the juicy part.
Are you saying like it hasn't been worth it, really?
That's a tough question. I really have been enjoying these last couple seasons, but if I knew what I know now, I still don't know if I would go through that many seasons. I might just skip ahead, which I know a lot of people commented on in the beginning, like you could just, but I'm truly a person that's like, no, we gotta start from the beginning. Yeah. The last couple seasons have been really great.
I know what you mean. I'm like you. I like to be more of a completionist about it and do the whole chunk. The arcs that I find that I hold in high esteem, I think are really, really good. A lot of them even changed my perspective of Star Wars as a whole. But we had to go through like so much stuff that was just filler, like you said, just subpar. It made it hard. So it's like when we do get those final moments, those diamonds in the rough, it makes it all that more appealing.
Yeah, and you know, we got more than I would have expected as well, because it really delved into areas that we haven't really explored with Star Wars, and that's like the mystical side, all sorts of bizarre stuff that I wouldn't expect to be in Clone Wars, honestly. The last couple seasons have been really rewarding, and I just wish that all of the seasons had been to this level, because I really truly would have enjoyed it from day one if that had been the case. But I'm very thankful for the last couple seasons. It's been just pretty consistently good. I'm really enjoying the character development, and I feel like we're seeing Obi-Wan in a different light. We're seeing Anakin in a different light. And it's also just a fun ride seeing Anakin's story, knowing what we know. Yeah. And so that's been a highlight for me as well.
I agree. I've loved some of the new characters that they've introduced, Ventress in particular on the dark side.
Absolutely.
I love that. Ahsoka going from just the absolute worst, like I could not stand
and now
her.
She's like one of my favorites.
She's one of the best, one of the absolute best in Star Wars in general, I'd say. God, I hated her so much. I hated her. I remember people crapped on me so bad for that. It was like, she is so obnoxious, she's horrible. And now I love her, and I can't wait to see her back. So anyway, we can go ahead and get into it now. We just want to give a brief update because it's been a long journey to get here. So we're starting season 7 with the Ahsoka Walkabout arc. All right, 3 more arcs.
If there is no path before you, create your own.
Sure.
Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano was wrongly accused of treason by the Jedi Council and hunted by the Grand Army of the Republic.
I recall.
Anakin Skywalker discovered the true villain was Ahsoka's close friend, Barriss Offee. Ahsoka decided to walk away from the only life she had ever known.
Did she got a new head thing on her head?
I think she has like a back now. Like a tail.
There's something like around it. I don't think. Yeah, that.
Yeah, but I don't think she had the tail.
Ahsoka, what are you doing?
Sorry. All right.
I was just talking Ahsoka up so much. She's like having mechanical problems.
Is she having mechanical problems or can she just not drive it?
The animation looks so much better than when we started. I don't know if you remember, but I went back not that long ago and watched the 2008 movie that we started with. And it's rough.
What a piece of junk.
Ooh, bad crash. Thanks, I guess. That bike is trash.
Who are you?
I'm Trace.
Why is Ahsoka dressed like a mechanic?
I can't take my eyes off that girl's hair.
How's it going down there? Need any help? I don't know where you're from, but down here, everything has a price.
This engine isn't going to run without a new sparker. Got one I can buy?
The only sparkers I got are right here.
Well, great help you are.
You running from something?
Maybe this was a bad idea.
What's with you?
Ahsoka really wants her to stay.
I don't know.
Your sister said she was paying me today.
Oh.
Where is she?
Let me handle this. Don't do anything. Got it?
Is it a fish? What is it?
I don't know what that is.
I'd back off if I were you. Stay out of this.
Where's my money?
Right here!
Jeez.
Yeah, that was risky.
You want Ahsoka to just stand there during all this?
Oh yeah, Ahsoka.
I mean, Ahsoka would be way beyond their level.
I think you want to leave now.
Nope.
Is this the morgue? What?
Who is this interesting creature?
My name is Ahsoka.
Lovely name, Ahsoka.
This is my sister, Rafa Martez.
How much is she charging you?
Not enough to pay your debt.
Not that it's any of your business. How can I help you, my friend?
I've got 3 droids that need to be built.
This may not look like a droid factory, but that's to throw off the authorities.
He said you build droids better than anybody.
Just bring them round back. Feel like building some droids?
She treats her sister pretty bad.
I do know this type of droid.
Well, that's not good.
Are you all right?
Trace, the bolt!
Oh crap.
Stop!
I'm out.
Where's the droid?
Working on it!
Jeez.
See? Nothing to it. Hey, kid.
Oh.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Ahsoka must be pretty reluctant to use the Force.
Well, especially after what she was. There we go.
Look, they haven't.
I am not going to dismantle those droids. A deal is a deal.
Why is this a discussion? We all know.
That you're new here.
City looks really cool.
Yeah, this is probably the best animated season, or episode at least so far.
Do you ever get a say with Rafa?
I know she's trying to make things better for us.
At what cost?
Did you tell that guy about the droids?
Actually, I charge the Twi'lek double. I use the credits to pay off Pintu. One day, we'll have enough credits. Pintu will be coming to us for work.
You're not sticking around?
I think it's for the best.
Oh, this girl really likes Ahsoka.
Yeah, I've been getting those vibes since the beginning.
Thanks for saving me out there.
I think it's just friend
You're
vibes. Mistakes are valuable lessons, often learned too late.
Yeah. Crossroads.
Ahsoka Tano finds herself far away from the life she once knew.
Do we ever figure out if that's like a headdress or if it's like part of her body?
No.
In their short time together, Ahsoka realizes not everyone sees the Jedi as heroes.
I mean, she's known that, though, for a while.
That must have been some academy you went to topside.
Yeah, the best.
What was it called?
Skywalker Academy.
Skywalker. Rafa and I inherited this hangar after our parents split. The shop Rafa owns, she wanted gambling so she could use it as a front for her schemes. And this is me. I did odd jobs, mech work, and assembled it piece by piece. Once the Silver Angel revs up its hyperdrive.
The Silver Angel?
Yeah. Wait, you're saying it's a bad name?
It's your ship. Why don't you name my bike while you're at it?
I did. Trash. Its name is Trash.
Very funny. Things couldn't be a bigger mess for me than they already are.
So you'll stay a little while longer at least. That way we can test the Silver Angel.
All right. As long as Rafa doesn't mind.
As long as Rafa doesn't mind what?
Ahsoka's gonna be staying on for a bit.
You got any skills?
Only useful ones.
We'll find out soon enough. I hired her starship and crew for a job.
You what?
But then the pilot backed out and took his ship with him, and now I need you.
I recognize that lady's voice. Rafa's voice.
Elizabeth Rodriguez.
Yeah. I want to say she was in Orange is the New Black. Yeah.
You ever thought you might be the trouble she needs to stay away from?
Welcome aboard the Silver Angel.
You should rethink that.
That's what I told her.
Who was on board that transport?
Oh,
Oh, just some rookie pilots. I was just about to send a detachment to arrest them.
His hair got longer.
Anakin, looking different. Oh, he can censor.
No, it's nothing.
Really?
Kessel.
Oh,
I'm taking us to fortune and
Kessel
glory.
Run in 12
I've
parsecs.
heard pilots talk about this place. It's legendary.
What are we doing here?
Picking up medicine?
This place is beautiful.
See, Ahsoka? There's nothing to worry about.
Which one of you is Rafa Martez?
I am.
We've been expecting you. We've prepared a banquet to show his thanks for your services.
Welcome to the big time.
Looks like a medieval castle.
What kind of medicine are we transporting?
Unrefined spice. You will be awarded a full shipment and a contract to transport for us on a continual basis.
Many things can be made out of spice, and they're not all good.
The Yoruba family of Kessel has always been a promoter of health and happiness across the stars. Let us get the spice into this very fast ship.
Ahsoka knows what's up.
Yeah.
Running spice is dangerous,
We don't fit the description of your normal transport.
but we're leaving Kessel. It's not hard to figure out what we might be here for.
Then you better hope the pilot of the Silver Angel is as good as she says she is.
Hey, there's a first time for everything. Look at all those droids. The King's Spice Seals must buy thousands of them.
Those are not droids. They're people.
Can't believe they have all these slaves working their butts off.
Especially when they could have droids doing it.
Yeah. You'd think they would.
Obadiah indeed.
Obadiah.
Better have my money waiting.
The Pike crime boss?
How do you know about the Pikes?
I know you can't make a deal with them.
Already did. How do you know so much?
I pay attention to the world around me. You owe them, not her.
Sisters take care of each other.
Think of all the good you could do if we deliver the spice to someplace else instead of the Pikes.
Job.
I said no one is taking my ship!
Oh, wow. Probably not the best move.
No.
Oh no.
What did you do?
I dumped the spice.
You did what?
Neither one of you gets your way, and I keep my ship. You're welcome.
Of all the choices you could make, that is literally the worst one. I can think of one way to pay off the Pikes.
No one is touching my ship.
Yeah, now it's like you have no other choice.
I said I didn't have it figured out yet.
Oh, but you do now?
That was a painfully stupid move.
Don't worry. I've got a trick or two that you don't know about.
Care to share?
No.
I wonder if she's still carrying around her lightsaber.
Maybe that's one of her tricks.
These guys were in a Book of Boba Fett.
I assume that you had no trouble transporting the spice from Kessel?
Not at all. This is one of the smoothest jobs I've ever had.
Good. If anything had happened, it would have been very unfortunate. I don't trust anyone who isn't a Pike.
Makes sense.
You want to pay us our credits and send us on our way.
Here are your credits. Now go on your way.
I'm glad that worked. I feel like that doesn't always work.
Right.
It's like a coin flip.
I take it back. I'm liking this plan.
Just a moment. I need the code to unlock the bin.
Let's get out of here, Trace.
Where is the spice? Engage the tractor beam!
Uh-oh.
They won't be able to keep up. That is a tractor beam, Rafa.
Got themselves in a little pickle. Who you were does not have to define who you are.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Preach it.
Trace Martez dumped the spice, hoping to end the dispute.
I still can't believe she dumped all that spice. It was so irritating.
We now find them imprisoned deep within a fortress on the planet Obadiah.
Obadiah.
I never figured when I took my ship out for the first time, I'd wind up in a place like this.
You dumped the spice.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can't profit from other people's suffering.
We got a regular Jedi here.
Don't kid around.
A couple of years ago, there was a prison break on the surface of Coruscant. Where you live, some gangster named Zero.
Oh yeah, remember him.
We watched, like so many others, as they chased Zero and his gang down the portal. The Jedi went into action, tried to gain control of the ship. There was a populated landing platform right in the path of the ship, but the Jedi steered it clear of that, right into the portal wall. And on the other side of that wall was our home.
Mom and Dad saw it coming.
The Jedi didn't even capture Zero. The distraction of the ship helped him get away. The Jedi came back and one of them came over to me. She was beautiful, dark robes contrasting against her light green skin, penetrating eyes, and you know what she said?
Oops, my bad.
That's it. Then she was off.
Surprised they blamed the Jedi and not Zero.
We make our own rules and we survive just fine. That is until Trace let you tag along. Which one?
Rafa.
You're not touching her.
Yeah, take her instead.
Oh.
Oh no.
Trace! Scammed us.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. Now we're talking.
It's pretty dark.
It's how it is.
How about they don't make me mad and tell me what they did to my sister?
Trace, maybe you should listen to Ahsoka.
Let her go!
Ahsoka, you could probably take these guys.
Yeah, no kidding. There we go.
Now!
How'd you do that?
It wasn't me. I think there was a power outage.
Lying her little butt off.
Yeah.
Hey, let us out!
We came to rescue you!
No! I was on my way to break you two out! Come on! Trace, it's too late. I'll take my chances.
If you can't make it, Ahsoka, we'll be back for you!
Yeah, I'm sure.
She won't make it.
Oh, man.
We can't just leave her.
She jumped over them.
She didn't make it. That's terrible.
Ahsoka!
That's terrible.
I'm more athletic than I look.
That's not normal.
She said that's not normal.
Oh my gosh.
This is what happens when you get into business with criminals.
Oh, that was that's a fail. Jesus, Ahsoka.
They're in trouble again.
Yep, she better save him again.
I need something to eat. Well, if you didn't, I wouldn't be.
We're busy right now.
My
Get
man's
out of here.
drinking.
Come on, let's go.
He's drunk.
Are you looking for them?
Have you seen them?
What's it worth to you?
There she is. All we have to do is find a way up there.
There they are.
Sold out by a goat.
Oh, who's that now? Is that Bo-Katan?
It looked like it.
But if it is her, what is she doing
Yeah.
here?
You can change who you are, but you cannot run from yourself.
Let's look at how we got here.
We're here because you convinced Trace to dump the spice, and she did.
I never told her to do that.
Yeah, no.
So you're blaming me for this? But your original deal was the problem.
For you.
I think I know of a way to get us out of here.
Very well. You have one rotation to bring back my spice. If you don't...
This is another deception.
But I don't have much of a choice. I must regain that spice. My life depends on it as much as theirs.
You think he will find out about this?
He always knows.
Keep watch. I want to know the instant she leaves the Citadel.
So we're stealing spies from the Pikes to trade it back for Ahsoka?
Exactly. Now be quiet.
These guys.
So, you got some spice for me? I don't want to get you in trouble, but this is coming from up top. So why don't you just start loading the spice onto my ship?
But I can't just give it to you.
I'm following instructions. You should too. Come on, guys. Let's get moving.
We will proceed as planned.
You are but one
Ooh.
piece in this mechanism which I have designed. When you falter, it jeopardizes everything.
The Republic is cracking down on my operation.
Is he wearing sunglasses?
I think those are just his eyes.
Oh.
None of my men.
Ooh, I love Darth Maul.
Well, then the answer is yes.
Oh.
I have things to attend to, other than your incompetence.
Surely Maul knows we do not jump to his demand.
Would you care to make that clear to him?
Come quickly. The prisoner has escaped.
Who are you?
I wish she had her lightsaber. Oh.
That's it, Ahsoka.
A Jedi. Are your friends Jedi as well?
They have no idea.
The Jedi Council will regret sending you here.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
is this manager? Huh? Rafa, stop! There isn't one, is there?
Uh-oh.
He's right behind you.
Oh.
You don't have authorization to be here.
Is he like a dinosaur?
Great idea. Right here!
Yes, kill her. Yes, yes, get her. Get her.
That was a raptor sound from Jurassic Park. Jesus, that guy definitely did not deserve to die.
Come on.
He's doing his job.
Your timing is perfect.
Speaking of perfect timing,
we brought your spice back.
Foolish. We know you are both working for the Republic and this Jedi.
a Jedi? Come on.
How unfortunate that your stupidity is so authentic.
Oh, that's a good line. I'm going to use that in the future.
Prepare to execute them all. Or we'll all suffer the consequences.
His face freaks me out.
Looks really good.
Mm-hmm. It's complicated.
I don't want to hear your complicated story.
Jeez.
You might not think of yourself as a Jedi, but you act like one. Or at least how I want them to be.
Without you, we'd be done for.
Isn't this sweet?
Yeah.
Making friends?
I love Bo-Katan.
You and I have a common enemy.
Ooh.
Sounds like she needs your help, just like we did.
But if I go down this path, I'm afraid where it might lead.
Back to the Jedi?
Yes.
Go. It's what you're meant to do.
Let me keep my bike here, just in case. Deal.
All right, just finished Ahsoka's Walkabout. We talked a pretty big game going into this one. I thought this arc was fine. I think that introducing the two new characters this late in the game, wanting us to have, connection to them and care about them, I don't know if that's the best move, at the bottom of the ninth here in the Clone Wars series. It's great seeing Ahsoka back. She's still awesome, but if I'm being totally honest, this arc was okay. What did you think?
I liked the arc. I just didn't really care for the sisters. I enjoyed seeing Ahsoka kind of in her own type of situation and handling that on her own exclusively, and completely unrelated to Anakin, Obi-Wan, anything going on regarding that. So I enjoyed that aspect of it. I just didn't care for the sisters, in particular Rafa. I really did not care
I thought you would have
for.
liked her. She's kind of got that attitude and characters you like.
Well, it's more arrogance with her. It's not just she's got a spicy side. She's just like arrogant.
I know. She's protective, over her sister.
I mean, I guess. But even after seeing how capable Ahsoka was early on, she still didn't give her the respect of listening to what she had to say and her ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like seeing Ahsoka. You can tell that she's emotionally dealing with a lot, trying to find her place now because she's only known herself as a Jedi, and that piece was taken out of it. She's not a Jedi. That was just interesting to watch.
I would have liked to have seen more of that, of her struggling with her identity and wondering where her place is in the universe. I don't really feel like we got a whole lot of that in this arc. She was kind of just doing her thing, happened to stumble upon these girls and just joined the mission. There wasn't a whole lot of introspection in respect to what had happened before. I'm okay with no Anakin or Obi-Wan in it, except a little brief cameo of Anakin. But that's what I would have liked to have seen more of her struggling with, without the Jedi, where she's been since she was a child. Where does she fit in? Where does she belong? And it wasn't really that. It was just kind of another, here's the mission. We're in a sticky situation. We got to get ourselves out. The one thing that I really liked about this arc, well, there's two good things I really liked about this arc. This is probably one of the best visually that we've seen at all. So that means that probably the other two arcs in season 7 are going to be just as good. I mean, it looked absolutely great. But the other thing that I really, really liked about this was the notion of how the common man, or how the commoner, feels about the Jedi collateral damage.
Yeah.
And how that's sort of handled, because that's got to happen all the time, not even in Clone Wars, but in episode 2 and stuff, when there's just all this stuff happening around.
That happens in real life with relation to
Like
law
the military,
enforcement and yeah.
She's telling the story about how Zero was causing this thing to happen, and these ship was fallen and the Jedi tried to steer it clear of this larger group of people and inadvertently killed two, their parents.
And in particular, the way Rafa was describing the Jedi when she was speaking to her, she was seeing that person almost as a villain, someone that was not a good person. And to Ahsoka, that's a hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see how they focused on the point of view.
I think it's really the attitude behind it, because it makes sense. I mean, she even, it's got to acknowledge it makes sense that the Jedi would try to save this group of people. She didn't know that there were, her parents were there and killed them. But it wasn't until their conversation, and I think when the Jedi was like, I had to make a choice, don't worry, they're one with the Force. This sort of platitude, there's nothing we can really do, their sacrifices for the greater good. I think it minimized the importance of the parents to the daughter. In the real world, this reminds me a lot of in Christian circles when something extremely bad happens and somebody's just like, it's a part of God's plan. It minimizes it. It's not that the Force isn't with them, or that it's not, or God doesn't care, but it minimizes it to kind of just push it along. Because she said, after she said, they'll be with the Force, they just sort of bailed. I think that the Jedi probably could have used more tact in that regard.
Sure.
The thing that I'm looking forward to most is the follow-up, because they sort of did a Marvel thing where they set up Bo-Katan and Darth Maul, and that'll be the final arc. The next arc we're going to watch is, I think, the Bad Batch arc. So I'm looking forward to that. But I hate it because I was so hyped for this, and then I was just okay, I thought. But of course, these are just some of our thoughts. We'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. So leave us a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. It does help us out a lot. But that's it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.